Math is a wonderful thing. Math is a really cool thing.
Alright, let's try to discuss how to find the slope and y-intercept of special cases. So we learned last time that if we have a horizontal line, the slope should be equal to 0. And if we have a vertical line, the slope should be undefined. So let's try to find the slope and y-intercept of y equals 2. So what do we mean by y equals 2? It means that your y value will be the same. So for your first order pair, your y value is 2, and then you can just assign any x value. As long as your y value is equal to 2, then we are defining or we are describing your y equals 2. So let's say my first x value is -1. You can put any x value here. Let's say 0, let's say 3. And let's see what do we have after graphing each of these points. Okay, let's try to plot -1, comma 2. -1, comma 2 is over here. 0, comma 2 is over here. And then we have 3, comma 2 is over here. Alright, now once I connect these 3 points, I will have a horizontal line. And if we have a horizontal line, it means that our slope should be equal to 0. So the slope here, m, is equal to 0. What is our y-intercept? Remember that y-intercept is a point where our graph touches the y-axis. So our line here touches the y-axis on this particular point. And what is this point? This one is 0, comma 2. So our y-intercept is 2. Alright, so from here, y equals 2, the slope should be equal to 0, and our b is equal to 2. Of course, we don't need to do all of these steps. From our y equals 2, we can just match this to our slope-intercept form. Our slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So from here, the slope is the number besides your x. So our slope here is equal to 0, and the y-intercept is equal to 2. Second example, y equals -5. Let's just write this as 0x plus a -5, and then compare this with our slope-intercept form. The slope is a number besides our x. So our slope here is 0, and the y-intercept will be equal to -5. If you want to write your y-intercept as an ordered pair, it should be 0, comma -5. What if we have x equals 3? What is the slope and the y-intercept? So again, let's try to describe what do we mean by x equals 3. The first number in your ordered pair will be equal to 3. And then we can just put any random value for our y. So we can say my first y value can be -4. Let's say this one is -1, and then we can say this is 2. If you want to have another point, as long as your x is equal to 3, that's okay. Let's say 3 comma 5, for example. So let's try to plot these 4 points. 3 comma -4 is over here. 3 comma -1, 3 comma 2, and 3 comma 5. If I connect these 4 points, I will have I have a vertical line. So if we have a vertical line, it means that our slope is undefined. So our slope here is undefined. And what is our y-intercept? Since our line did not cross the y-axis, we don't have any y-intercept. So no y-intercept. Alright, next example. X equals -4. So we know that we will have here a vertical line that will cross x equals -4. We know this from the previous example because we can just randomly choose any 3 points as long as your x value is equal to -4 and put any random y values, let's say 2, 0, or -2. So when you plot this, -4, 2, -4, 0, and then -4, -2, and connect all these 3 points, you will really have a vertical line. And as we all know, a vertical line means slope is undefined and there is no y-intercept. So there we go. Now we have a shortcut. We call this VUX HOY. What do we mean by VUX HOY? If you have a vertical line, the slope is undefined and the equation will be x equal to any number. If you have a HOY, meaning horizontal line, your slope is equal to 0 and your equation is y equal to any number. Let's try to go back to all of our vertical line. So this is a vertical line. I have undefined slope and the equation is x equal to a number. In this case, x equals -4. With this example, again, I have a vertical line. The slope is undefined and the equation is x equal to a number. In this case, x equals 3. For a horizontal line, we can just use our HOY. So I have a horizontal line, slope is 0, and the equation is y equal to a number. In this case, y equals -5. And with our first example, I have a horizontal line, the slope is 0, equation is y equal to a number. In this case, y equals 2. So what's the benefit of this shortcut? Whenever you see a number or an equation, let's say x equal to any number, it means that your slope will always be undefined because x equal to a number is a vertical line. If you have a HOY or if you have a y equal to any number, it means that you will have a horizontal line. When you graph this, it will be a horizontal line and the slope is equal to 0.
Math is a wonderful thing. Math is a really cool thing.